Long before the invention of watches, clocks, or even written numbers, our ancestors looked to the world around them to understand the passage of time. They didn't have alarms or calendars, but they had something even more profound, a deep, intuitive connection to the rhythms of nature. The sun's daily journey across the sky was their first and most reliable clock. Its rise signaled the start of a new day. Its climb to the peak marked midday, and its slow descent brought the promise of rest. Every morning the world was reborn in golden light, and every evening the shadows grew long, reminding people to gather, reflect, and prepare for night. Shadows cast by the sun became silent messengers. By watching the length and direction of a shadow, people could tell when it was time to hunt, to work the fields, or to return home before darkness fell. Even without words, the movement of light and shadow shaped the rhythm of their days. When the sun disappeared, the night sky offered its own guidance. The moon's phases, waxing, waning, full and new, helped mark the passing of weeks and months. The stars, too, were more than decoration. They were ancient signposts, slowly shifting with the seasons, guiding travelers and storytellers alike. Constellations wheeled overhead, their patterns familiar and comforting. Some marked the hours until dawn, while others signaled the coming of important times, like planting or harvest. The night sky was a living calendar, its stories passed down through generations. For our ancestors, time was not an abstract concept measured in numbers. It was the warmth of sunlight on their skin, the cool hush of dusk settling over the land, and the reassuring presence of the stars above. Each moment was felt, not counted. This deep connection to nature's cycles was essential, not just for survival, but for the growth of culture, tradition, and community. It shaped when people gathered, when they worked, and when they celebrated together. Understanding these natural rhythms meant knowing the best times to plant seeds, to harvest crops, and to hold festivals that honored the earth's bounty. The calendar of nature was written in the sky, the soil, and the changing seasons. Our ancestors didn't just live on the earth, they moved in harmony with it. Every step, every breath was attuned to the world's silent signals, from the first light of dawn to the hush of midnight. The natural world was their constant companion, a silent teacher that shaped their days and nights. Its lessons were written in stone, in the wind, and in the turning of the seasons. Time was woven into every sunrise, every blooming flower, and every change in the air. The cycle of seasons was a story told again and again, year after year. This is the story of how humanity first measured its days, not with machines, but with the living, breathing world around them. The sundial was humanity's first tool for dividing the day. Long before the invention of mechanical clocks or digital watches, people looked to the sky for answers. The sun's steady journey across the heavens inspired our earliest attempts to measure and organize time. With nothing but sunlight and a simple idea, ancient minds unlocked a way to bring order to the chaos of passing hours. A simple stick in the ground, the gnomon, cast a moving shadow as the sun crossed the sky. This shadow became a silent, reliable messenger, telling people how much of the day had passed. The gnomon's shadow would stretch and shrink, tracing a path that mirrored the sun's arc above. By marking where the shadow fell, people created the first hours. Each line or scratch in the earth was a step toward understanding the rhythm of day and night. These markings were more than just lines. They were the beginnings of schedules, rituals, and routines. Ancient Egyptians perfected sundials, even building giant obelisks as public clocks. These towering monuments didn't just honor the gods, they also cast long, precise shadows that marked the hours for entire cities. In bustling squares, people gathered to watch the shadow's slow progress, planning their days around its movement. Portable sundials let merchants and priests carry time with them. These ingenious devices, small enough to fit in a hand or pocket, allowed travelers to keep track of the hours wherever they went. For the first time, timekeeping became personal, not just public. But sundials had limits: no sun, no shadow, no time. On cloudy days or at night, the sundial fell silent, leaving people to guess the hour. This challenge inspired new inventions, but for centuries the sundial's accuracy depended entirely on the sun's presence. Hours changed with the seasons, so clever adjustments were needed. As the sun's path shifted throughout the year, sundial makers added extra markings and movable parts. These adaptations showed a deep understanding of astronomy and the cycles of nature. Despite these flaws, sundials organized daily life for thousands of years. They rang out the start of markets, signaled the time for prayers, and helped farmers know when to plant and harvest. The sundial's shadow shaped the rhythm of entire civilizations. From Egypt to Rome to medieval Europe, they brought order to the daylight. Each culture added its own innovations, refining the sundial's design and expanding its use. The sundial became a symbol of knowledge, progress, and humanity's quest to master time. The sundial is a beautiful blend of science and nature. Its elegance lies in its simplicity, using the sun's light and the Earth's rotation to reveal the passage of time. Even today, sundials are admired for their artistry and their connection to the natural world. It taught us to see the universe's clockwork in every shadow. Each movement of the sun, each shifting shadow, became a lesson in astronomy and mathematics, inspiring generations to look up and wonder. Light and shadow became humanity's first language of time, a silent conversation between earth and sky, written in the movement of shadows and the glow of sunlight. When the sun was hidden, water clocks, clepsydras, kept time flowing. Water dripped from a vessel, marking hours as the level dropped past etched lines. Egyptians used them for rituals and daily life, even adjusting for the seasons. Greeks and Romans made them more complex, adding gears and dials. Some water clocks rang bells or moved figures to announce the hour. In China, Susong's clock tower combined water power with astronomy, tracking celestial movements. Water clocks worked day or night, rain or shine. They symbolized mastery over time, found in public squares and palaces. These devices were humanity's first step toward mechanical clocks. The steady drip of water became a universal heartbeat. Water clocks made time measurable, predictable, and shared. They marked a leap from nature's rhythms to human invention. The hourglass, two delicate glass bulbs joined by a narrow neck with sand trickling steadily from one chamber to the other, offered humanity a new and mesmerizing way to measure the passage of time. Its design is both simple and ingenious, relying on gravity and the steady flow of sand to mark intervals with remarkable consistency. Watching the sand fall, grain by grain, is almost hypnotic, a visual reminder that every moment is fleeting. Unlike sundials, which depend on sunlight, or water clocks, which require a constant supply of water and a stable surface, the hourglass could function anywhere, at any time, regardless of weather or location. Whether indoors or outdoors, in bright daylight or the dim glow of candlelight, it remained reliable. The true origins of the hourglass are shrouded in mystery, lost to the sands of time. Yet by the Middle Ages, hourglasses had become a common sight across Europe and beyond. They appeared in homes, workshops, and places of learning, their presence a testament to their usefulness and appeal. Sailors in particular relied on hourglasses during long voyages at sea. The constant rocking of the waves rendered most other timekeeping devices useless, but the hourglass, with its self-contained mechanism, remained unaffected. It became an essential tool for navigation, helping mariners keep track of watches and shifts as they crossed vast oceans. On land, hourglasses found their place in churches, where they timed prayers and sermons, in kitchens, where they helped cooks perfect their recipes, and in classrooms, where teachers used them to structure lessons and activities. The hourglass was a silent companion in daily routines, quietly marking the rhythm of life. The accuracy of an hourglass depended on the quality of its sand. Artisans carefully selected fine, dry, and uniform grains, sometimes even using powdered eggshell or marble to ensure a consistent flow. The craftsmanship involved in making a reliable hourglass was an art in itself, requiring patience and precision. Unlike clocks that display the hour of the day, hourglasses measured fixed intervals, 15 minutes, half an hour, or an hour. They were perfect for timing tasks, games, or rituals, but they could not tell you whether it was morning or night. You couldn't glance at an hourglass to know if it was noon, but you could be certain when an hour had passed. This made the hourglass a tool for measuring duration, not for pinpointing the exact time of day. Over time, the hourglass took on a deeper meaning. Its image, often paired with skulls or ancient tomes, became a symbol of life's fleeting nature and the inevitability of death. The steady fall of sand was a poignant reminder that every moment once gone can never be reclaimed. The sight of sand slipping away, grain by grain, captured the imagination of poets, artists, and philosophers. It inspired reflections on mortality, the value of time, and the importance of living each day to the fullest. Simple, reliable, and portable, the hourglass democratized timekeeping. It was affordable and easy to use, making the measurement of time accessible to people from all walks of life, not just the wealthy or the scholarly. The hourglass made time visible, tangible, and personal. Holding one in your hand, you could watch the seconds slip away, feel the weight of each passing moment, and perhaps gain a new appreciation for the present. Even today, the image of the hourglass endures, a powerful metaphor for the passage of time, a symbol of both urgency and patience, and a gentle reminder that every grain matters. At night, the stars became humanity's clock. Ancient people learned to read constellations as they circled the sky. Egyptians used groups of stars called decans to mark hours after sunset. Star charts on tombs and temples served as celestial calendars. In Europe, the Big Dipper's rotation around Polaris told the time all year. This skill was vital for travel, work, and ritual. Telling time by the stars connected people to the cosmos. It was both practical and awe-inspiring, a blend of science and wonder. The night sky was a shared, universal clock for all. Beyond the sky, nature itself kept time. Roosters crowed at dawn, birds sang at set hours, and flowers opened and closed on schedule. Carl Linnaeus even designed a flower clock using blooms that opened at different times. Seasonal changes, migrating birds, ripening fruit, falling leaves, marked the year's progress. These natural signals guided planting, harvesting, and daily routines. For our ancestors, time was alive in every field and forest. Living by nature's clocks fostered respect for the environment. Time was the heartbeat of the living world. Timekeeping shaped ancient society. Farmers relied on the sun, moon, and stars to guide planting and harvest. Religious rituals and festivals followed celestial cycles. Priests, as timekeepers, held great power, predicting floods, scheduling ceremonies. Public clocks brought order to cities, markets, and armies. Dividing the day into hours made society more efficient. Timekeeping enabled trade, navigation, and the growth of civilization. Measuring time brought structure and unity to human life. Every culture found unique ways to measure time. In China, incense clocks burned with changing scents to mark hours. The Mayans built calendars tracking sun, moon, and Venus, seeing time as cycles. Greek water clocks kept courtrooms fair, limiting speeches. In India, a floating bowl filled and sank to signal the hour. These inventions reflected each society's needs and beliefs. Timekeeping was both practical and spiritual, woven into daily life. From burning incense to sinking bowls, creativity flourished worldwide. The quest to measure time sparked endless ingenuity. Humanity's solutions formed a rich tapestry of clocks and calendars. Our digital clocks echo ancient inventions. The 24-hour day comes from Egyptian sundials and star clocks. The word clock recalls medieval bells, while clock hands mimic sundial shadows. Water clocks and hourglasses inspired our idea of time flowing. Today's atomic clocks still count regular cycles, just as priests watched the stars. The technology has changed, but the principle remains. Every glance at your phone connects you to millennia of curiosity and invention. The spirit of ancient clocks still ticks in every moment we measure.